Mr. Marstead, thank you for your appearing today for the second hearing of the Housing Insurance Subcommittee for the 118th Congress. FEMA plays a vital role through their disaster recovery efforts, and today we will explore its management of the National Flood Insurance Program, which has existed for over 50 years and until recently has operated in the same manner and relied on the same outdated tools since its creation. And I just applaud the progress that you're making, as flooding in the United States is a significant and costly problem for both coastal and inland residents. Unfortunately, there's only one provider for nearly all residential flood insurance, the government-backed NFIP program, which sells 93 to 95% of all residential flood insurance in the country. That's not just a bad idea from the perspective of creating a workable insurance model. It has also proved to be costly for taxpayers. To date, the program finds itself $20.5 billion in debt, even after Congress outright forgave $16 billion just a few years ago. It seems clear to me that the program is in desperate need of reform, and I'm glad that FEMA is bringing that reform. The process needs to start with this hearing and with a reauthorization, which we hope this hearing will help us achieve the consensus to pass with legislation. But lately, the committee's not been too involved in the oversight of ongoing operations of the program. Today is the first time we've heard from FEMA on NFIP in over 6 years. That's something we need to get more serious about if we're going to modernize the program that was created before the moon landing in the 60s. This committee has an important role to play in its oversight of NFIP, and through hearings like this, Congress can identify whether the program is operating in an effective and transparent manner. Congress, however, has been missing in action from that job as the previous majority left the program on autopilot through a series of short-term extensions and appropriations bills, and frankly, the previous Republican majority didn't finish a major reform. That has not only removed us from the process, it has made the program vulnerable to uncertainty for its 4.7 million policyholders. We can and must do better. To ensure the stability, while Congress does this important work of reforming the program on a longer-term basis, I've introduced H.R. 1392, the NFIP Extension Act of 2023, which would reauthorize the program through at least December 2024. This bill would not only avoid a lapse in coverage, but it would also give this committee the time and deadline freedom it needs to do a deeper dive into flood insurance reforms and conduct additional hearings on NFIP, engage stakeholders, and craft a longer-term reauthorization. This work is crucial and will ensure the program is moving in the right direction for taxpayers, policyholders, and particularly given FEMA's recent internal work to incorporate industry best practices and technology into its management of the program. That includes, most notably, the work regarding the adoption of Risk Rating 2.0 methodology, which is a transformative initiative to modernize how it accurately measures flood risk. Risk Rating 2.0 is a good first step in moving towards long-term financial visibility for NFIP, and one that certainly deserves our attention to ensure this program can serve communities most at risk of flood events and remain viable for years to come. I look forward to exploring it and FEMA's other recent modernization acts with you today, and so we may have a set of policy recommendations for Congress on reforms that will get this program on a sustainable path. With that, I thank our witness for this testimony today, and I look forward to the conversation.